Hey everyone, this is a requested video. For those who didn't see last night's hangout, I got into a little bit of discussion with Shah, otherwise known as Rome Beans, and Jade, otherwise known as Mega Ferrier Ellis, otherwise known as Turkey Cat. And I'm going to get slaughtered for getting her name wrong, but that is fine. What I'm going to do. But I'm going to do this proviso before I get started. I'm not a scientist, I don't claim to be a scientist, I don't claim to be any sort of authority on science. This is just my personal opinion based upon what I've read and studied. Okay? So with that said, here we go. Okay, so what is God? Because I have to start off with what I think God is. I think God is a being of extreme energy and mass that can create, it's made of energy and mass. That it basically exists in the same way that quantum fluctuations do, that it can phase in and out of the different pocket dimensions that it created. I believe that this is my personal belief, that again, this may not appear to every other Christian, so don't go and argue. Oh well, Phoneybeetlemaniacxs says this. Do you agree with it? They probably won't. Okay, this is my own personal postulation, based on what I've researched, what I think. And it can use things like black holes to try and communicate with us in a certain way. But again, that's going to go into what I think points to God, which is going to be the next part. Now, what do I personally think points to God in our universe? I'd say like quantum fluctuations, black holes, God's methods of trying to communicate with us. They're very complex. They're very things that again we can't understand them all. But I do think that they're God's method of trying to communicate with us. I think that's the way he communicated with us in the past. It's just that I believe that we have that he can communicate with us in a more direct way, but we've sort of lost that, I believe. So we have quarks and stuff like that, which do flux. So I believe that God, when it's in the state of quantum flux, uses things like black holes and quantum fluctuations to be able to communicate with us. In the same way that, let's say, for example, we wouldn't have, let's say, for example, we wouldn't have understood the old Egyptian languages until we had the Rosetta Stone. I think we're missing the Rosetta Stone to be able to understand the information that is being fed to us by God. What else? What else do I think points to us? I think the idea that I believe the singularity itself points towards God, because again, I don't believe it came from nowhere or always existed. I think that those ideas are ludicrous. I think that it came from the pocket dimensions being created, and something had to start those pocket dimensions. And this is not the God in the gaps argument. There had to be something. There had to be some sort of spark, and I believe that God did it. I believe that, and it's not God done it, but I believe that a massive energy created it, and it was an entity who thought that he could do it. I mean, think about it. I mean, I don't believe it can happen by non-created means, in my personal opinion. Also, the fact that we're responding further into, well, not infinity, but we're responding, I think points to the fact that we're part of some sort of massive experiment. I mean, why do we need ever-increasing space? I mean, this is the reason why we're a pocket dimension. And considering that all the other pocket dimensions that are in string theory are probably expanding the same way, it must be preparing us for something. Maybe it's a merger, maybe it's a contact with each other, but I think that those things, with the ideas of, like, for example, quarks and the idea of string theory, do point to a God existing, in my personal opinion. Okay, so what's the purpose? What's God's purpose in creating us? I don't know. And I don't seem to speak for God. I don't think that I'm any special human being that has some sort of divine knowledge. I don't believe that. I believe that what we that we should just basically carry on living our lives as we do, because I think that we are His creation, and that's basically what He'd want. He'd want us to expand our knowledge, to expand ourselves intellectually and philosophically and morally and everything else, because why not? I mean, that's what you want for your children. That's what I think He would want for us. So I think that's good purpose in that into seeing us grow and mature and become what we can be. So yeah, that's basically it. This is Phoneybeetlemaniacxs. Phone dreams make a true out.